Goa have been sealed. The police have arrested 5 people in connection with the case, even as owners Saurabh and Gaurav Luthra are on the run. Of the 25 people who lost their lives in the blaze, 4 of them were tourists and the others were staff members. An FIR was registered against the owner and general manager of the nightclub. Now, a preliminary inquiry into the devastating nightclub fire indicates electric firecrackers were set off inside the premise that led to the blaze. Goa Chief Minister Pramod Sawant held a high-level meeting announcing strict punitive measures, a magisterial probe, SOPs, ex-gratia for the kin of those who perished in the accident. Goa Police have issued a lookout circular against owners Saurabh and Gaurav Luthra. Saurabh Luthra, the owner of Birch by Romeo Lane, has issued a statement from hiding, expressing grief over the 25 lives lost and promising assistance to the families affected. But the issue is, there has to be accountability. And he has not demonstrated accountability. The nightclub management did not obtain a valid no objection certificate from the fire department, indicating non-compliance with mandatory fire safety regulations. Goa Chief Minister Pramod Sawant said that the nightclub was running without several mandatory permissions. The nightclub was reportedly built with flammable material and it had only a narrow access route. What made it worse was that the escape paths were restricted, leaving roughly 100 visitors with little room for escape. The nightclub had been issued demolition notices by both the village panchayat and the Goa Coastal Zone Management Authority, as it stood on the reclaimed salt pan land. Its location in the backwaters made it tough for the fire brigades to reach the spot on time. Now, the inferno at the Birch nightclub was tragedy waiting to happen. After the firecrackers caused the fire, the utter lack of fire safety systems in place made the victims sitting ducks. This can be attributed to absence of functional fire detection and alarm systems. Automatic sprinkler systems were not installed. Lack of basement ventilation systems. No illuminated exit signage. Lack of emergency lighting. Absence of trained fire wardens. Lack of emergency evacuation plans. Now let us look at the bigger picture. And bigger picture tells us a lot of things. Is this a story of unchecked urbanization of Goa? Has rampant commercialism turned Goa into an environmental disaster? Is this model of development putting common Goans to risk? On this issue, I am joined by Savio Rodriguez, founder and editor-in-chief of Goa Chronicle. Savio, I was reading through your letter. Going through your letter, I was reading it, and I quote you, you said, Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji, I write to you with heart weighed down by grief, anger and an overwhelming sense of betrayal felt by the people of Goa. 25 innocent lives were lost in the horrifying fire at an illegal nightclub in Arapura, an establishment that should never have existed, let alone have been allowed to operate with impunity in the heart of our state. You also wrote, sir, what happened in Arapura is not an accident. It is the direct consequence of rampant corruption, blatant dereliction of duty and a collapse of administrative accountability within sections of the Goa government. Your comments?
You know, the most disheartening aspect of this entire tragedy, Karthikeya, was that the tragedy could be avoided if somebody within the administrative setup in our government in Goa would have had the courage, the fortitude, and the respect for duty to check the illegalities that existed in the Birch nightclub, acted as per the duty that was their responsibility, and done the right thing, we would have saved 25 people's lives. Because nobody in that system decided to catch the bull by its horns and do the right thing. Innocent people have lost their lives. Today, when we've had 26 of our innocent people killed in a terror attack in Pahalgam, We went to war with Pakistan. Here 25 people have died to what I call white collar terrorism. Nobody in the system had the courage to do the right thing. This entire project, the nightclub, was illegal from the start. It is not something that has been around for 2 months or 3 months. It's been over 2 years old. Nobody in the system had the courage to go out and tell them, stop it, it's wrong. And even when a demolition order is put, they use influence to ensure that the demolition order is not adhered to. So somebody in the system is corrupt within that system, because the Luthras were able to get away with it. And 25 people have died. If that property did not exist, there would have not been any death. Like that, there are several properties that exist in Goa. They are rampant in North Goa, where they are having clubs over there. How is it that excise, how is it that fire, how is it that the other departments of the government are not doing their job? Is this the lobby? Is this the outside of Goa lobby with pots and pots of money who want to come and destroy Goa? Because look at what happens overnight. People are selling the places. People in Birch nightclub were giving tickets out for 1 lakh a day night. People would come and spend over there. Crores of rupees are made in these nightclubs, and they are illegal. Where is the safety protocol?
Savio,
look at the topography.
Savio, I'll ask you a broader question. Do you think that this unchecked, rampant commercialization of a small state Goa, which is ecologically diverse and fragile as well, is really creating a lifestyle and a genuine problem for Goans like you?
Yes, it is. This is not the Goa that we dream of. Goa is Dev Bhumi. It's not a place that you bring in nightclubs where you put pyros into it and belly dancers are dancing. I'm not a moral police, but at least follow the laws. Here people from outside of Goa come in, and some of the people who are influencers in Goa, because of a bag of money given to them, are able to go ahead and sell their motherland. This is a Dev Bhumi, this is Goa, this is Gomantak. Not a land where you can come in, do illegalities, and innocent people die. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed that a state like ours, which should have had the best measures of protection, safety, fire, excise laws, because it's a small state, easy to govern, we fail in that very same aspect. Please look at North Goa. They are raping Goa. And today the Goans are angry.
Okay, Savio,
People talk about Goans and non-Goans. We are angry because of this.
you stay with me. You stay with me. Let me play out a walkthrough of my colleague. The owner of the nightclub, Saurabh Luthra, is absconding, and when the Goa Police visited his residence in Delhi, he was missing. My reporter Puneet Sharma was there.
शनिवार को गोवा के अरपोरा स्थित बर्च बाय रोमियो लेन में भीषण आग लग गई थी, जिसमें 25 लोगों की मौत हो गई। पुलिस अब इस पूरे मामले में इन्वेस्टिगेशन कर रही है। 4 लोगों को गोवा से पुलिस ने गिरफ्तार किया, जो इस नाइट क्लब के मैनेजमेंट से जुड़े हुए थे, लेकिन अब पुलिस को तलाश है इस रोमियो बर्च बाय लेन के मालिक सौरभ लूथरा और उनके भाई गौरव लूथरा की। ये दिल्ली का जीटीबी नगर का उनका मकान है। इसी मकान में सौरभ और उनके भाई गौरव यहां पर रहते थे, और दिल्ली से ही उन्होंने अपने नाइट क्लब बर्च बाय रोमियो लेन की शुरुआत की। पहला जो नाइट क्लब है वो सिविल लाइंस में है, जिसके बाद इन्होंने लखनऊ, मेरठ के अलावा गोवा में भी खोला, और यहीं से इन्होंने तरक्की की जो इबारत थी वो लिखनी शुरू की। आपके सामने बेहद आलीशान घर है, 5 मंजिला इमारत है, करोड़ों रुपए की ये कीमत का बना हुआ घर है, लेकिन यहां पर सौरभ लूथरा और उनके भाई गौरव लूथरा फिलहाल नहीं है।
Okay, Savio, Goa is a tourist state. People come for ecotourism, people come for tourism. How do you balance the imperative of prosperity of the Goans with environmentalism, checking rampant commercialization, buying away of land, and people outside Goa creating this demographic imbalance, creating that sort of an influx where Goanis themselves are in lesser numbers?
No, you see, Rajdeep, we as Goans don't have a problem to enterprise. What we are saying is that when your enterprise is done with illegality and you think you can have the pots of money that you bring from outside of Goa and then come and destroy our environment, cut our hills, put up projects that run into 50, 70 crores villas, keep illegal nightclubs, of course we're going to have a problem with it. We want people to come to Goa. We want people to assimilate to what is traditionally the Goan culture. We don't want the culture from outside of Goa. The culture of Goa is that of a Dev Bhumi, where Hindus, Muslims, Christians, everybody lives together.
Savio, your friend Michael Lobo joins me, MLA from the same area. Thank you so much, for organizing this. Mr. Lobo, if you're hearing me, will there be any consequence against the corrupt officials as Savio was talking about, Mr. Lobo? Can you unmute yourself? Can you unmute yourself, sir?
Okay, you can hear me?
Yes.
So I am saying that action will be taken on all the officers who are involved, right from the foundation till the end, foundation of the club who is allowed to put up this club, the alleged illegal club, up to the last person who has given NOC will be called for investigation, will be part of the FIR, will be definitely be going to jail, and let the court decide their fate, because 25 people are being murdered. It is not an accidental fire, it is a murder. And we have to see that these people who are involved are booked under various sections of BNS, and the police take this case to logical end.
But sir, what about the rampant commercialization which Savio was talking about? This is one case, but there's so much of rampant commercialization in Goa.
We have just now written a letter to all the departments to come for inspections. I think a lot of clubs like these commercial clubs will shut down because they do not have all the required permissions from especially from fire and emergency services, and even if they have so-called licenses from fire and emergency services and they do not comply on the ground, and the ground it is totally different, exits are not there and fire hydrants are not there, all the other points where fire and emergency safeties are not there, not complied with, we will shut them down. Panchayats are going to temporarily suspend their license till they comply with the provisions, with the norms of the pollution control board, norms of the fire and emergency services.
Okay, so thank you for thank you for joining me. I've really run short of time. Thank you, Savio, for being there with me. This is all I had on point today. I'll see you tomorrow at the same time. Thank you and good night.
$25 लाख का हॉस्पिटल बिल है, इतने पैसे कहाँ से आएंगे?
पैसों की चिंता आप मत कीजिए पापा।
मैम, सर का हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस क्लेम अप्रूव हो गया है।
आप
पॉलिसी बाजार
पर 0 GST के साथ अब 1 करोड़ का हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ 550 रुपए महीने से शुरू।
Speed, it's relative. The more you speed up, the more the world slows down. And when you are fast enough, everything becomes still. That's when you see the world as it truly is. Servo Hypersport F5, when speed is your default.
Our honorary speaker, Aditya Arora, at 27 is widely recognized as a successful young entrepreneur and achiever, a renowned content creator better known as Fard Guy. He is the CEO at Fard Capital. His book, Startups of Bharat, is a testimony to India's vision. Eastern India's first Business and Economy Literature Fest 2025, 20th and 21st of December, Taj Tal Kutir, Kolkata.
EIILM presents Bomber Lorry, Associate Sponsor. Mukhara Chowk, Associate Sponsor.